is this place? Look out! Are you all right? The bond was unstable. We veered some years off the original jump coordinates. At the very least, we do appear to be in the right timeline, and that is fortunate. Curses. It seems like the bond is showing no signs of stabilizing. If we encounter any more problems, I'll take us back to the present immediately. You're awake. Good. How are you feeling? We're inside Holly's sanatorium. Allow me to bring you up to speed on everything that's gone on. That faulty time jump placed you directly in the midst of a revenant's frenzy. As a result, part of your body has mutated. The corruption was too much for you to bear, so you lost consciousness. Thankfully, Holly took you in. That's all I have to share, all I can tell you right now. If you want to learn more about your condition, you should talk to Holly.
Good morning! I see you're finally awake. And you're alive!
Doctor, please, you have to let the patient breathe!
I'm sorry. Can't believe I did it again. I get so happy, I can't help myself. My name is Holly Astorius. I'm a physician at this facility. So nice to meet you. We were beginning to worry you'd never come to. Glad you have. If you don't mind, I'd like to check your symptoms. Just as I thought. At first glance, your condition resembles a blight from the resurgence. However, it's actually more akin to an affliction unique to those of us in the Luxuria bloodline. So tell me, just how did this happen to you? Very well, I won't pry. We all have our secrets. So far as I know, your case is entirely unprecedented. If you're amenable, may I make you an offer? I'd like to treat you myself, here, at the sanatorium. No need to decide right now, of course. Give it some thought. Come talk to me a little later. We meet again, so you want me to treat you? Wonderful. Now, as the first step in your treatment, we're going to pay a visit to the Forest Hot Springs. I'm sure you'll love them. I imbued these springs by repurposing my forme, We've seen very positive results. Taking soaks will slow the progress of your mutations. It's rather nifty, don't you think? This forma can only be cast with the unique healing attributes of the Luxuria bloodline. Regardless, we need to see how you react to the water. This will tell me if I need to adjust the forme at all. Oh, and I'll be observing you in person, of course. That reminds me, you have some unique abilities of your own. Hunters can fuse hearts with revenants, can't you? I know we're skipping some steps, but I think I'd like to get to know you intimately. Heart to heart. Think you can spare some room on your back? Promise I'll be nice. There. Let me replenish these forme. Only, it's forbidden for others to see my healing power. So, close your eyes and no peeking. All refreshed. There. You can open them now. It's finished. Yes, I'd say the treatment is working quite nicely. Surprised? As you can see, part of my body has the same mutation you have. So we're in the same boat. Don't worry. In my case, I'm able to control the symptoms myself. I come from the Luxuria bloodline. Our gifts are powerful and treasured. Those of our bloodline are born with the ability to heal revenants. It's no ordinary feat to heal an immortal being, you know. It takes something special. But, as nice as it sounds, it comes with its drawbacks. Using it causes the body to mutate. I suppose every silver lining has its own cloud as well. My own body can attest to those mutations. Nothing comes free in nature, but don't you think that perhaps that's a very high price to pay? The cure for this affliction is coveted by all in my bloodline, and many years of research were devoted to it. But we have yet to see any real results. Then the resurgence came, and with it, a tide of chaos. And many studies revealed that the symptoms of its victims shared certain commonalities with our affliction. My hypothesis: by researching the two conditions side by side, we may one day be able to treat the root cause. And we can't forget you, the struggles you face as well. Your symptoms are also much akin to our illness. I'm sure treating you will help me to advance my research. Now then, here's to a fruitful partnership. I'm about to renew the forme here now. Mind closing your eyes once more for me? All refreshed. Thank you for not sneaking a peek. Go ahead and open your eyes. I'm the only doctor, but I have plenty of support staff on hand. Plus, I have a certain benefactor high up in the Bureau of Frontier Management who takes care of my expenses. He may not have a spotless reputation, but at the end of the day, my work is too important to worry about who writes the checks. After all, the lives of my patients are riding on it. By the way, I know you work alone, but seeing as you are a revenant hunter, I take it you're not with the association? Perhaps you've heard the name Alessandro Gobo? I only mentioned it because, as it happens, he leads the Association of Revenant Hunters. Just be careful with him. He's not one to be trifled with.
Doctor! Milo's condition has taken a turn for the worse. Come quickly! He's stable for now, but the seizures are happening more and more frequently.
I'll be right there. Get the test serum. Have it ready, just in case we need to use it.
Yes, Doctor.
Sorry to cut our time short, but I need to get back to the facility. Thank you for escorting me back. I appreciate it. I should go attend to my patient now. And I enjoyed our first date. How's he doing?
The attack earlier was heading in a bad way, but he should be stable now.
I'm administering another dose. Make a note on his chart, please. You came to check on me, didn't you? The man you saw, that was my father, Camilo Asturias. The disease has progressed to the point that he's having recurrent seizures. Frankly, I doubt he has much time left. I say father, but he's never really been much of one. He hasn't shown an ounce of affection toward anyone in our family. He was born to our bloodline, but even when my mother's ailment left her bedridden, he refused to spare any of his own precious power on her. As if that wasn't enough, he even offered her up as a sacrifice for progenitor Idris's seal. This, after she was already immobile. I don't think I'll ever find it in my heart to forgive him. But I'm also not letting him die. Forgive me, I didn't mean to saddle you with my personal baggage. Come, it's time for us to continue your treatment. Going forward, I'd like you to try a stronger spring. The effect on your symptoms should be more pronounced with more of the power present. There is, however, a teeny tiny little problem. The cave housing the stronger spring has been occupied by cultists. I've tried to work with them, negotiate a deal, but can't get through. They're too steeped in narcotics to string together much of a conversation. So, let's just say our next date's going to be a little more risque. Can I count you in anyway? Excellent. Let me know right away if your body feels any different, though, okay? The cave is down the road along the path from the sanatorium. But don't push yourself. Is that clear? Here we are. The next step in healing you. You'll find the spring in the cavern's innermost depths. Not to sound like a broken record, but if anything feels wrong, I need you to speak up. You understand? Judging by your current symptoms, I don't think we have anything to fear. Still, I don't want to lose you. Is that a spider lily? I'm rather fond of these flowers. They remind me of my mother. Just beautiful. She was a caring and spirited woman, always putting others before herself, even, and unfortunately often, to her own detriment. Wretch that he is. That man abandoned her without a thought. I do. I really do. He abandoned my mother when she needed him most. The man is heartless. I've despised him from the depths of my soul. I've sat with that resentment eating at my chest. That's why I need to know. How could he abandon my mother? How could he abandon us? And why? What could possibly have driven him to it? That's why I can't let Camilo die on his terms. Sorry, I'm rambling again. Come on, there's more to hike. You sure put them in their place. Seeing people get hurt I can do without, but I fancy the view from here. At least they left the spring alone. We'll take that as a victory. Now that the area is secured, we can resume your treatment in peace. Well, what do you say? Ready to take a dip? All right, now, let me take another good look at you then. Good. your condition is much improved. At this rate, I expect your symptoms to stay in remission. For now, we'll keep up these treatments. As we evaluate your progress, I'll come up with a long-term plan. Look, isn't it just a radiant bloom? They're so beautiful.
Can you hear me? The bond is at its limit. I can't sustain our presence here. I'm bringing us back to the present. I'm sorry. I apologize for pulling us out on such short notice. As I mentioned earlier, Holly's seal is dangerously close to shattering. It could be any moment. Let's go. We need to check the state of her cocoon. Then we can reassess.
Off to kill again?
And you are? Dr. Holly?
A gifted Revenant hunter, and a Revenant with an extraordinary ability. I've had my eye on you two for some time. Allow me to offer my assistance.
Why would you want to help us?
We share the same goal, to kill Holly. I lack the strength to fight her alone, but I can release her seal for you. We can take her madness on together. What do you say? Do you and I have a deal?
You're stuck on this without a clear solution right now. I suppose there's no harm if we decide to hear her out.
Perfect. Then that's that. It's only proper for me to introduce myself. You may call me Licorice. As you have seen, this forest has been permeated with Holly's pathos. Over time, it formed shackles throughout the region, thereby enhancing the power of the seal. To release the seal on Holly's cocoon, you must first unbind all the shackles. Free them, and you can free her. I sense her pathos acutely in 3 locations: the park, the church, and the apartments. Come, quickly then. I shall be your guide.
Good. You made it. What's more, I'm glad to see your corruption is showing signs of improvement. Now, let's go over the current situation before we charge in blind. Regarding the source of your corruption, it's highly likely that Dr. Camillo, Holly's father, inflicted it. Cross-checking the historical data, we landed in a time period that coincides with a certain event. Namely, the very moment when Holly was forced to euthanize her frenzied father and the other patients. All of which leads me to believe that your corruption is the result of Camillo's frenzy. There is also Licorice to consider. We've seen no proof she can release Holly's seal as of yet. However, I will admit she and Holly are linked by a potent bond. I think It's okay to trust her for the time being.
All of Holly's pathos has been released. Now we can undo the seal of her cocoon.
I'm a little torn. All the glimpses we've caught of Holly's past match the historical records beat for beat. But the Holly we met struck me differently. Holly wouldn't purposely do harm. I'm sure of it. She would have done whatever she could to protect this world, to keep its people safe to the end. Of that, I'm certain.
Thank you. Holly's a strong, compassionate girl. Even at this moment, she sheds the ichor of her soul to protect those she loves. I don't want her work to go to waste. She did too much, sacrificed too much. So please, it's time. Help me end her penance. Holly, you fought so hard for so long, all by yourself.
And you. I must cure you too. You're... Stop me, please. Please, you must end this. Kill me before I... Everyone. No. You can't yet. You haven't finished your treatment. They're gone. All gone. I did this. No. I killed them.
Please, free her from this agony.
Everyone, please, Mother, I'm so sorry.
Elimination of the hero Holly Asturias. Confirmed. We should return to Magmel.
So, I guess this is farewell then. Before you return, though, there's something you must know. My real name is Monica Asturias. I am Holly's mother. I gave my life, hoping to help revitalize Idris's old seal. But it was Holly's cry that called me back from the beyond. Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you are, but I am also so grateful to have met you. Thank you again for giving my daughter respite when no one else could. After so many years consumed by guilt, Holly can rest in peace, a peace she deserves. Now that she's gone, I can't say how much longer this vessel will last. I feel it fade. But I'll try to stay among you a little longer.
Is this a bond? Your bond with Holly is tenuous, and it's intertwined with that of another. Allow me to take a closer look. This bond is imbued with the essence of the Revenant who corrupted your arm. I sense Camillo's pathos. What was that light? Wait, did your arm just react to Camillo's bond? How strange. I sense something similar happening in the forest, too. Now, this is just my theory, mind you. But perhaps something is happening to the Revenants corrupted by Camillo's frenzy. Perhaps they had a similar reaction to the bond. Unfortunately, this one is on the verge of fading. It's in no shape to be used for time travel. That said, if we were to gather the remnants of Camillo from the corrupted Revenants who remain in this forest, I think there's a chance we could use them to repair his blood code that now dwells in you. Does that make sense? That could energize the bond, and we stand a good chance of getting to Holly's past again.
Camillo? I sense it. Why do I sense Camillo's pathos on your arm? And not just your arm. I sense him throughout the forest. Please, tell me what happened to you. I assume you have your reasons, yes? Very well. I suppose I do owe you for all your help. It's time I repaid the favor. Nobody knows Holly and Camillo as well as I do. Nobody. Please, follow me.
Yes. Her condition is stable for now, but they're becoming more frequent.
Her hereditary affliction is most likely the cause. It's a disease for which no treatment currently exists in modern medicine.
That can't be.
Don't worry, I'll think of something. In the meantime, I'd like you to be there for her.
And Camillo cared for Holly all along. If only she'd known.
The powers of her bloodline manifested strongly in Holly. It was a miracle she even survived past childhood. Camillo swore to do everything he could to save our daughter. He poured every fiber of his being into the forma to treat her, allowing her to live a normal life. Unfortunately, it appears appears Camillo's forma didn't fully work as intended. If it had, it would have suppressed the genetic disorder and enabled Holly's true power to manifest.
As I feared, your condition shows little improvement. I'm afraid I failed you. Forgive me.
Nonsense, Doctor. If not for your treatments, I'd be long dead. Is that a picture of your wife and daughter?
Adorable, isn't she?
So the good doctor can smile. They grow up fast, you know. Don't let these years pass you by.
This must be a memory of the Revenant prior to their corruption. Camillo doesn't seem at all like what Holly described.
Like Holly, Camillo and I dreamed of finding a cure for the corruption. We spent our lives studying the resurgence and the affliction that plagues the Luxuria bloodline. We tried herbal remedies, among other treatments. Between the two of us, we experimented tirelessly. That should be it. I no longer sense Camillo's pathos in the forest. I trust that with that, you've managed to achieve your goal then.
Indeed, we have. Thank you for helping us, Monica. Because of you, I believe we gained some insight into Camillo's character.
Being his wife, I realize I'm biased. But Camillo was a good man. I'm glad you got to see that for yourselves. It's time I take my leave. Farewell for now.
We've collected all of Camillo's remnants now. All that's left for us is to attempt to repair the blood code. I think I've done it. I've successfully repaired the blood code. With all that done, we should have no problem activating the bond now. Is that a forma? That one must be... It's the one Camillo performed on Holly. Recall what Monica said. The forma Camillo used on Holly failed to fully take effect. I can't imagine why, but that was her story. If we can cast it on her again somehow, perhaps we can prevent the tragedy that befell her. Maybe even save her. Keep in mind, this could drastically alter the present timeline. We have no idea what the world will look like afterwards. Whatever our decision may be, we must be prudent. With everything gathered and prepared, we can return to the undead forest of the past. My calculations have us landing at the time of Camillo's frenzy. Or at least in the approximate vicinity. Unfortunately, there are certain rules. I am forbidden from interfering more than once in a single timeline. This jump will be into unknown territory. That said, our previous interference lasted all of a second. There's some risk. There's always risk, but nothing dire. If we run into any trouble, we can back out of the timeline and reassess. I'll pull us out right away. All right, let's get going. Time jump complete. What a relief. Hard to believe one small alteration caused all that. Now we know how risky and taxing repeated interventions can be. But we made it, one way or another. Come, let's go find Holly and test that Forma. I hope this is the breakthrough we need to change Holly's future.
There's a familiar face. I'm relieved. You look well. Now what could possibly have been so urgent you had to up and leave without saying goodbye, hmm? Do you really mean that? Okay. Then I believe you. No luck. Thank you for trying, though. Don't let it get you down. These things take practice. And I promise, it makes me very happy just to know that you care enough to try. That came from Camillo's room. Excuse me, we'll talk later, all right?
Camillo's condition took a turn for the worse. It's not the usual fits. He's gone into a frenzy!
Get a hold of yourself. Leave him with me, please. Go tend to the other patients for me. Some silly cure this all turned out to be. Oh, hello. It's you. There's no telling how this could end. I need you to wait in the exam room. Do you hear me? You really are, aren't you? I can see. Thank you. All right. First, I need to see what we're dealing with. Ready to lend a hand? He cared about me. Everyone did. My mother and Camillo, they sacrificed themselves. Sacrificed everything for me. And yet I acted like a petulant child. Yes. It's time I spoke openly with him. Will you maybe come with me? Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Camillo! You listen. You're going to be all right.
Holly. No. Don't. Please, my dear. You mustn't push yourself.
No. I am not going to give up. There's so much. We have to talk. You can't leave yet. Please, not like this. You have to live. Father!
That's it. Camillo's Forma. Now's our chance.
Impossible. My Forma. You activated my Forma.
Welcome back.
Holly, it's good to be back.
Somehow you did this? Thank you. You're all here.
Thank goodness you're both all right. Doc Camillo and Holly are both safe and sound.
You had everyone praying for you. All of us. Everyone insisted on waiting here until they saw you back safely.
Thank you for everything. As you can see, we're both fine. No worse for wear. My father and I owe you our lives. Thank you. As for your symptoms? Perfect. Glad to give you a clean bill of health. Unfortunately, that means I've run out of reasons to keep you here, haven't I? No, it's all right. I always had a feeling you were marked for some higher calling. Here, hold out your hand for me. Take this forma. With it, you can call me to your side anytime. Patching you up? Giving you an extra pair of hands when they're needed? Or even... well, if you're ever in the mood for a dip in the spring, I think we can make it a date.
Holly, perhaps it's overdue, but maybe it's time you and I had the talk.
You're a little late on that one, Doctor. Your little girl is not so little anymore.
Well then, until next time, my mysterious and ever so wonderful hunter. You know where to find me. Find all of us. First my parents, and then you. Everyone put their souls into realizing a present, a gift for us to cherish.
Holly's pathos. It's fading away. I sense a change flowing through, as though the tragedy of the past has been rewritten. I see. You two did this. You changed Holly's fate for the better. Thank you. I wish I could have been with her until the end, to see her grow. But it seems that surely my time here is running out. Here, take this. It's a music box, a keepsake of our family. She would know this song anywhere. Use it. Release Holly's seal. I implore you, please save her soul. You mended my family. I'm glad we met.
An absolute sea of spider lilies. Is that A light? Look over there. I sense people, somewhere in the sanatorium. Perhaps, even after everything, some stayed to pick up where Holly and Monica left off.
You're not... I'm sorry. You look like someone to whom my daughter and I owe a great debt. Is it really you? But how are you still alive? I never knew humans to live so long. Care to explain what's going on? Remarkable. So you're from the future, but you traveled back in time to free Holly. As you can see, I've kept the sanatorium up and running. All the staff stayed on for our patients. A selfless sacrifice on their part. We haven't had as many patients these days, though, the times being what they are. But you're not here for me. You're here for Holly, yes? I hate to place this on your shoulders. Please, save her.
I can feel them. The very life in their souls. I was able to give them a future of their own. A chance. When there was no hope. A life. And you, my wondrous, timeless hunter. I thought I was treating you, but it was you who saved me, like a shining knight from a fairy tale. Not to mention, occasional Bath companions. You're truly full of surprises. This is it. I'm afraid my time has come to an end. I leave it to you. Save the future we fought so hard for. Thank you for everything. While inside the cocoon, there were many times I nearly caved into despair. But each time, I'd always hear a gentle voice call out my name. It reminded me of my mother and her warmth. It seemed to embrace me. And this, my shining knight, If it's by your hand, I can go with my head held high and no regrets. Please.
Thank you. I'm so proud of you, my beautiful daughter.
Mother, I heard you.